Om. सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतमानं श्रीमन्मूर्तिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भं शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं समस्तजनकैः निरतं करुणाचित्ते सद्गुरुं विद्वत् सद्गुरुं विद्वत्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Let us read the seventh verse, last verse of fifth Prashna. That is on page number 78. ऋग्भिरेतं यजुर्भे अन्तरिक्षं सामवेद्यत्तत्कवयो वेदयन्ते तमोङ्कारेणैव आयतनेन अन्वेति विद्वान् यत्तत् शान्तम् अजरम् अमृतम् अभयं परं चेति। इत्यथर्ववेदीय प्रश्नोपनिषदि पञ्चमः प्रश्नः। ऋग्भिरेतं यजुर्भिरन्तरिक्षं सामवेद्यत्तत्कवयो वेदयन्ते तमोङ्कारेणैव आयतनेन अन्वेति विद्वान् यत्तत् शान्तम् अजरम् अमृतम् अभयं परं चेति। इत्यथर्ववेदीय प्रश्नोपनिषदि पञ्चमः प्रश्नः। So yesterday we saw that the fifth Prashna deals with the Omkar Upasana, and the culmination is moksha. So that is why it is being kept between the fourth mantra and the sixth mantra. This Prashna started with Omkar Upasana, like one who does till death. If one continuously does this Upasana of chanting Omkar, what will happen to him? The answer was given that it has got three matras, a, u, and ma. So actually, the upasana, the continuation, the conclusion of destination of this upasana is both. It can be Parabrahma and the Aparabrahma. I hope the difference is clear. Aparabrahma means anything desired in the world, and Parabrahma means self-realization. So he can attain anything amongst these two because both are nothing but that Brahma only, and this Pranav is a support or the pratik of that Brahma. So by chanting, it continues into that. Now, the third mantra, I think, it said that only a matra upasana, if it is done, then what happens? Then he goes to the Mantelo. So, if he is continuously chanting these shlokas, then the rijas of the Rig Veda, it takes him to where Richo Manushya Loka Upanayante. So they take it to the Manushya Loka, this book. Then through his brahmacharya, his tapasya, his shraddha, he can attain the maximum. But this is also returning to look. Then came two mantras, Vri Matra. When he does Vri Matra Upasana, the Sama Rijas, the Yajurved Devtas, they take it to the Antariksha Lok. And there, what happens? There, Antariksha Lok meaning the Pitralok and the Chandralok. That lok is also returnable till he has got sufficient punya. There he enjoys, and then from there also he comes back. Then in the fifth mantra we saw yesterday that one who does the three matra upasana. So if he does a three matra upasana, what happens? If he does this, then he goes to the Surya Lok or the Brahma Lok. The Brahma Lok now, this one is not returnable. There, even if he is getting the Apara Brahma, or even if he has done the Apara Brahma upasana, if he goes to the Surya Lok, there, through Brahma Mukti, he will attain his self. Brahma Mukti. So he goes there, but there also he does some upasana. He will do satsang, he will do upasana. So there he is taken by the Punaritam Trimatrena Ankaram. So Sama Bhiruniya, Sama Rijas or the Sama Devta, they take him there. And there he does this upasana, and then he. So here it was said, the question that arose yesterday was whether it is a destination or it's a sadhan, it's an instrument. So we saw that we have to convert this Trimatrena to Trimatra because it is not a sadhan, it is a destination. So through that I am getting to the same destination. So that is why here he said that Parineya means it is changed into Vidya. So Trimatra Omkaram. There we saw this. Then the sixth mantra also we saw that the different. Tisro matra mrityumati atya prayunta. Anyonya satta anubhavit prayunta. Yasu bhayabhyantara madhyamasu samyak prayutasu na kampate kyaha. So one who does the three upasana, the three matra upasana, where does he go? He mrityumati prayuktaha. If it is used separately, or is used separately, who is used separately, then what will happen? He will go to some finite plane. But if it is combined and done, if it Om is chanted continuously, then he will go to that Brahma where he does not return again. So, Kriyasu meaning meditation and all. Bahya, Abhyantar and Madhyamasu Samyak Praiktasu na Kampatiya. When it is done properly, and one knows about it, one has knowledge about it, and does it very nicely, and properly used, then he transcends all the returnable lokas, returnable destinations. Madhya loka meaning what? Or returnable loka meaning what? It is for a temporary time. After a temporary time, it has to be left and some other I have to go to some other destination. Like I leave home and I'm going to some destination for a tour. So when I go to a tour, there I live in the hotel or some place there for a time being. I know that I have to go. Similarly, there also this seeker who knows all the three, he knows that if I go to this lok, if I do the amatra or if I do the umatra, then I'll get a destination where I have to leave and then again go further. So that is why he's not very interested. The seeker is a one who's not very interested in all these things. He wants something permanent because he has already tasted these temporary things, temporary joys, enjoyments, and all. And he wishes that I am unnecessarily investing my time and energy that is very, very limited. I don't want to invest in such a thing where the investment is more and the return is very less. That's an intelligent person. That's a business minded person. So he feels I don't want to invest up in a situation where I have to again come back and start from zero. Everything finishes. I am enjoying, so I'm finishing it. Whatever actually we are enjoying right now. See, I always tell you that Upasana is very important because we need punya also. Upasana generates punya also. If Prashnopanishad is in our hands today, we must have generated some punya from the past. That's why it is there in front of us. That's why we can hear it. That's why there is no. See, there are so many people, but why only all of us are here? Why others are not? Because punya factor is there, grace is there, desire is there. We must have desired this paravidya only. That is why we are getting it. Some people must have desired aparavidya. They are getting that. So punya plus grace plus the desire. So all those things matter. That is why we are reading this. So this seeker, he knows, he is sure that if I get something of this temporary world, then I won't be fully satisfied because again my mind will go to what next. It happens in the world. You see, I'm enjoying something, and I know while enjoying only my half of the energy or half of my enjoyment is lost because I know, oh, this is the last piece of my pizza. Just going to end. I'm just giving an example. When I'm eating something, I know that this is the last piece. Now I don't know when I'll get it. Whatever if you like pizza, or if you like anything else, or other any attachment, objects of attachment, whatever, you can replace it. But the thought, the vritti that is there is, oh, this is going to end now. My vacation period is ending now. What after this? Again, go back to that hot, humid place where I'm wanting some relief. So this seeker, he wants a permanent relief from all the sorrows, all the joy, everything. Because joys also here are temporary. He wants something very, very permanent, very, very firm, wants to be established in that. And then he realizes that only myself within, I have to realize that because only that is there, that is permanent. So this person is that person who continuously who is knowing this and then who is doing this Vipassana. So maybe the time span or the lifespan is less, so he will go to a low where he won't get distracted. See, there's one shloka. See, sixth adhyay, 40th, 40th श्लोक in Gita. पार्थ नैवेह नामत्र विनाशस्तस्य विद्यते न हि कल्याणकृत् कश्चित् दुर्गतिं तात गच्छति. If a person is on the path of this self-realization or seekerhood or upasana, then durgatim na durgatim tat gachati. He does not go to any durgati. He will continue his journey. Because we may feel that, oh, I am at the end of my journey and I have very less time with where to start. I'm in the beginning and I don't know how to go ahead. But we will continue. And it's not that he will have to come back again. If one does not want to come back, then he can go to some other lake where he can continue his upasana. See, if our desire is not fulfilled here, if I have some desire, like I don't want to come back here, I want to come continue my upasana, and there is no other remedy or place available for me to continue my upasana, then there is a slack in the system, in the creation created by the Lord. It's not possible because the Lord is so um, what is the word? He has created everything very perfectly. So otherwise there will be some imperfection in his creation. That I am desiring something, there's a slack that thing or the destination or the object of my desire cannot be reachable or attainable. That's not the case. If I have some desire, it has to be full. Then I have to go through that procedure. Yes, I must know the procedure. There is a definite procedure through which I go, then I get it. But it's not that it is not attainable or it's not there. Some vague thing I am just imagining and it's not there. It's not like that. So, yes, of course, we can think about whatever we want and then we can continue with Upasana. We want darshan. Bhagavan will give us lot of darshan. If I want to have self-realization, yes, we will get that self-realization. Why not? Okay. So now let us come to that. We have seen this sixth mantra. Let us see the seventh one, Rigvireta. We have already read it. Rigviretam lokam. Rigvi, Rigved, which has the etam lokam. There you have to add lokam. Etam lokam means a slope, Madhyalok. So by the sadhak reaches the slope. By the Rig Vedas, he reaches the sloka. Yajuvir antariksham loka. There you have to add loka. Anveti, full stop. Anveti means he attains. So Yajuvir antariksham lokam. Through the Yaju Vedas, he attains which lok? Antariksham lok or the Pitru lok, or you can call the Chandra lok. Samabhir yattat. And the Sama, through the Sama Devtas, he goes to the Brahmalok. That Brahmaloka Manveti you have to add iti. Okay, Samabhir Tatupasaka Brahmaloka Manveti you have to add. Okay, full stop. Tat Kavayo Vedayante. This Samaveta's Brahmaloka, this is known by Vidwan. Okay, full stop. Then you have to add there Upasakaha Trividham Lokam Tam Omkarenaiva. Upasaka, that Upasa, Trividham Lokam, three types of lokas. He will get Tam Omkarena Eva Ayatanena Anveti. Ayatanena meaning the support or the alamban. Through that alambana, he gets through Omkar only. All these three lokas will get through that Omkar only. Full stop. Tat Vidwan Yat Tat. This Vidwan who knows that Brahma and myself are not different, the same, then what does he attain? Tat Shantam Ajaram Amritam Abhayam Param Cheti. Then he realizes or he attains that Parabrahma, that is Shantam, without any, we'll see what is the meaning of Shantam, without any repulsions or without any guna, just required. Ajaram. Ajaram means without any ajar, without any jara. Jara meaning Vridhavastha. Jeenatvam is noted. Amritam. Amritam meaning immortality. Abhayam. Abhayam meaning fearlessness. Lokam, there you have to add lokam. Abhayam lokam param cha iti anveti. Add there anveti. He goes to that book that is Shantam, Ajaram, Amritam, Abhayam and Param. There is no lok greater than this, the self-realization, self. Who he attains. Iti Atharvavediya Prashnopanishadi Panchama Prashna. This is a conclusion. This iti meaning conclusion. So iti Atharvavediya Prashnopanishadi Panchama Prashna. This is the fifth question that we now let us see what is being said in the Bhashyam. Sarvartha Sangrahartho Dityo Mantraha. To conclude, what was the conclusion? That the destination is same as a moksha. So this is a second mantra that is proving this principle. Vigviretam lokam manushyopa. So Vigvihi, by the Rigvedas, the Rijas of the Rigvedas, lokam manushyopa. Lokam here meaning manushya lokam. This Matya lokam. Very easy. Okay. Yajuvir antariksham som adhishtitam. So by the Yaju Devdas, he goes to the Antariksha Loka, which is the Som Adhishtitam, which is the Chandra Loka. Okay. Samabhir Yattad Brahma Lokamiti. At Sam, by the Samlok, he goes to the Brahma Lok. This is the third shlok. Okay. Lokamiti Anveti Tritiyam Kavayoho Medavina Vidyavanta Eva Na Avidvansu Vedante. This Tritiya Lok is not known by the Avidvan. Avidvan na vedayante. The Avidvan does not know this. Then who knows? Kavayaha, Medhavinaha, Vidyavantaha. One who is Medhavi, one who has got intellect, one who can do discrimination of Nitya, Nitya, right and wrong, Dharma and Adharma, Satya and Nitya. He is called Medhavi. He is called Kavaya, Kavi. Kavi meaning not the poet. Kavi meaning, Kavi has a deep meaning. Kavi means a Vidwan who knows what is right and wrong. He's called Kavi, Medhavi, and Vidyavanta. One who has got this knowledge, he only knows this third look. Not everybody will reach there. Okay, so everybody will be here in the Matya Lok or in some other species. They delve in those enjoyments that are very physically rooted, very lower evolved achieves. But as we go higher, on the top, there is a lot of space. The crowd is less there. There is no crowd there. Now, avidvan, so vedante. So, avidvan does not know about it. Tam, trividham lokam, omkarena sadhanena. These three kinds of lokas he gets. That means the Apara Brahma and the Para Brahma, both. How does he get? Omkarena sadhanena. Sadhanena means upayanena. Upayanena. Also upayena. By this upay only, by this sadhan of this omkar only he gets. For Apara Brahma Lakshana Anveti Anugachati Vidwan. He goes to that Apara Brahma Loka, which are what? The Madhya Lok and the Chandra Lok. He goes to those lokas, attains. Ten eva omkarena yattat param brahma aksharam satyam purushakyam shardam nimuttam jagrat swapna sushutyadi vishesha sarva prapancha vivarjitam atah eva ajaram jara varjitam amritam nityam varjitam atah. Okay, so ten eva omkarena. This through by this omkar only he has reached those two apara lokas, apara brahma lokas, that is the Madhya Lok and the Chandra Lok. Similarly, here also he will go to that para brahma akshara. He will go to that Surya Lok also, where he will get to know, he will get to realize this Brahma akshara. This akshara Brahma, akshara meaning it does not decay. Na sharam iti, it does not decay. Na sharam iti satyam. Satyam meaning what? If you remember, in the Mandukya, we had got Vedatya Prakaran. Remember? Mandukya. Vedatya. So there the word had come avitatha. Avitatha. So tatha. And then avitatha. Tatha meaning what? Which is as it is. And vitatha meaning what? Which is not as it is. So avitatyam, avitatham, and this is what? Satyam. So vitatha means which is not as it is. And avitatha meaning which is as it is again. Minus, minus, plus, like we saw yesterday, and we were all confused. Similarly here also. Avit, vedatyam. So avitatha, avitatha means satyam. Purushakyam, he is called what? He is called that Purush. Purishayanaditi, he is dormantly lying in his Sharira also. He's lying in his body also. Shantam. Shantam meaning what? Shantam meaning that there is no other than that present here. It is without any taint. There is nothing else that can taint him. Shantam. Vimuktam. Muktam meaning what? That other than that, nothing is there. No one present. Then Jagra Swapna Sushuptyadi Vishesha Sarva Prapancha Vivarjitam. It is devoid of these three states that we call Jagra Swapna and Sushupti. That is also not there in that state, which we call Turiya or the Brahman. All of them are one only. All of them are synonyms. Prapancha, Prapancha meaning expansion. So expansion of what? Expansion and expression as 5, 5. Remember, all of them are 5, 5, 5, 5 things. Prapancha, Vishesha Sarva Prapancha Vivarjita Ataha Eva Ajaram. Therefore, there is no quality there, no name there, nothing is there. That is why it is called Ajaram. It is not decaying. It is not with Jara. It is not with Vridhavastha. Jara Varjitam, so absence of old age. Amritam, Amritam meaning what? Mrityu Varjitam, immortal. Mrityu Varjitam, it is not with Mrityu, it is immortal. Ataha eva, therefore, Yasma Jara Vikriya Adi Rahitam. Because there are no modifications in that, therefore, Ataha Abhayam. Therefore, it is Abhayam. It is fearless because there is no modification. Modification only creates fear. Because there is two, there is fear. There is no two there. Two-ness is not there. There is no duality in that. Because there is no duality in that, therefore, there is no bhaya also. Fear comes from two. So because there is no two, therefore there is no bhaya also. Dvaitam vai bhayam bhavati. When there is a second person, then there is a bhaya. But where there is no two-ness, then there is bhaya also. Yasmat ev abhayam, because it is abhayam. Tasmat param niratishayam, therefore it is absolute. Niratishayam means without any vasanas, without anything, no sanskar, nothing. So it is niratishayam. It is absolute. Tad api omkarena ayatanena, by this omkar ayatan, by this omkar support, gamana sadhanena means to reach. Gamana sadhan meaning a vehicle, means to reach that destination. Sadhanena anveti ityarthaha, he reaches that parabrahma. This is the meaning. He reaches that parabrahma through this omkar sadhana only. Iti shabdaha. Now, cheti, in that cheti word in the moola, he has separated the word iti, and he is saying iti shabdaha vakya parisamaptyarthaha. Iti is for the conclusion of this prashna. Conclusion of this whole prashna about omkar sadhana. So this was the conclusion. So see again the main moolam. Rigbhiretam lokam anveti, yajubhir antariksham lokam anveti, samabhiryattat surya lokam anveti. You have to add there brahma lokam or surya lokam. Tat kavayah vedayante, tam omkarena eva ayatanena anveti. Full stop. Tat vidvan yat tat shantam ajaram amritam abhayam param chaiti. he reaches this Param Brahma, the Param Goal, the absolute goal of all the beings is moksha only. We don't know, we call it different names, but actually it is this moksha only that we all want. And want is this only that we don't. Okay, this is a paradox. We don't know. Iti Atharvavediya Prashnopanishadi Panchama Prashna. This is the conclusion of this fifth question. So we have concluded this fifth Prashna. Now let us start the sixth Prashna. Let us come to the Shashtha Prashna. This is the last one, and we will read out on page 18. And let us see what happens. Atha Shashtha Prashna. Atha Hainam Sukesha Bharadvaja Papracha Bhagwan Hiranyanaಭः Kausalyo Rajaputro Ma Upetya Etam Prashnam Aprachat Shodashakalam Bharadvaja Purusham Vetha Tam Aham Kumaram Apruvam Naham Imam Veda Yad Aham Imam Vedisham Katham Te Navakshamiti Samulo Va Esha Parishusyati Yo Amritam Abhivadati Tasmat Na Arhamyanritam Vaktum Sa Tushnim Ratham Aruhya Bhagavraja Tam Tva Pritchami Vaso Purusha Iti. There's a beautiful an analogy will be given, a story by this third, the sixth disciple. You remember, the six disciples had approached the Rishi. But now the sixth one, this is Sukesha or Bharadvaj. So Sukesha Bharadvaj, Hainam. Hainam means Pippaladam. So after this sixth one, who was quiet all this time, who was listening to what is going on, he asked, whom? Pippaladam. He asked this Pippalada Rishi, Sukesha asked, Papracha, full stop. He asked. What did he ask? Bhagwan, oh Bhagwan, tell me, Hiranyanaಭः Kausalya, this reverential attitude, Ishwaram, he considers him that Ishwaram Bhagwan. Hiranyanaಭः Kausalya Rajaputra. There is one Rajkumar, or there is one prince. He had approached me. He was what? His name was Hiranyana. Who's this prince had come? The Rajkumar come. He was what? Kausalya Rajaputra. He was a prince of Kausalya Desh. So, from Kaushal Desh he had come. His name was Hiranyanaಭः. And he had asked me, Ma Upetya, he came to me. Upetya meaning he came to me. Etam Prashnam Aprachat. And he asked this question to me. He asked, what did he ask? He asked, Shodashakalam Bharadvaja Purushottam Vetha. Hey Bharadvaj, do you know this Shodashkalam Purusham? Vetha meaning do you know? What? Hey Bharadvaj, do you know about this something called Sola Kala, Shodash Kala Purush? Do you know this? Full stop. Vetha after Vetha, full stop. Tam Aham Kumara Abruvam. To that, tam meaning Sartaute Tam Taudan. Tam, to that Kumar, to that Rajkumar, Aham Abruvan. I told. What did I tell him? Na aham imam Veda. I don't know that. Na aham imam Veda. See, I'm splitting the words for you. Na aham imam Veda. I don't know this Purush. Yadi aham. Then he did not believe it. This Rajkumar Hiranyanav, he did not believe him that he does not know. He said, because if you remember, they were all tapasvis before also. They had all done upasana before also. Before coming to Pippalad Rishi, they were all austere people. So therefore, he had come here and I thought that I will get some answer from him. And then when he said, I don't know, he did not quite believe him that he actually does not. So he said, Yadi aham imam, if you are not believing me, Yadi aham imam vedisham, if I would have known it, then why will I not tell you? Katham te navakshamiti. Why will I not tell you? And if samulo va esha parishushati, yo anritam abhivadati. If somebody says false or somebody says untruth, samulo va eva parishushati, with the root he will get destroyed, or he will get, along with the root, he will get destroyed. Parishushati meaning the tree becomes dry, but the tree gets destroyed. Parishushati. With the mole, from the mole he will get destroyed. Yo anritam api vadati, those who lie, those who say false. Tasmad na arihami anritam vaktum. Therefore I won't lie to you. Please believe me. I don't know. Full stop. Vaktum after full vaktum full stop. Satushnim Ratham Aruhya Pavravraja. Ratham Aruhya means after climbing the boarding the climbing the Ratha, the chariot, he went up. Tushni meaning he became very quiet. He did not, I think, believe him that he does not know. He climbed the Rath and sat on the Rath and he went up. Full stop. Bhagavad Raja. Tam tva prachami vaso purusheti. That same question. I was troubled with that same question because I did not know who is the 16 Kala Purush. That same question I am asking. That tell me, O Pipaladmani, O Bhagwan, tell me what is the 616 Kala Purush? Who is this Purush I want to know? Nice, so this is a conclusion. Okay, the sixth Prashna is the conclusion. So, there are six. Six, no? Nine, seven, 8, 9, 8. Let us see the Bhashyam. Interesting. So, Athahenam, 80th page. Athahenam Sukesha Bharadvajaha Papracha. Very simple. Athahena, after this, Ananta. Athahena meaning after this, Anantara. Sukesha Bharadvaja Prapacha. Sukesha asked this question. What? You have to put a dash. Samastam Jagat Karya Karan Lakshanam. The whole sansar is what? Karya Karan Lakshan. There's the cause, there's the effect, this body is there, the sense organs are there. Karya Karan Lakshanam meaning body and sense organs also, cause and effect also, everything. Saha Vigyan Atma, Vigyan Atmana, Jivatma. Here Vigyan Atmana meaning with the, along with the Jivatma. Vigyan Atmana. This is a third case. So Jivatma Saha Parasmin Akshare Sushupti Kale Sampratishtati iti uktam. All go to that Akshara Brahma. I had heard by you only that when one is sleeping, this was question number. Can somebody tell me which question this was? That when one is sleeping, everything goes into that self only. Tell me, I have unmuted you all. Which number question was there? Just if you can tell me the number of the question. Was it first? Was it second? Was it third? Was it fourth? Was it fifth? Which number question was it? That everything, when I go to sleep, who's awake? When I go to sleep, who's seeing the dream? When I go to sleep. Very good. Anybody from there? Which number question was that? Are just now we heard. Is it fifth? Is it fifth? Just now we completed. Is it fifth? Why are you all like that? Fifth one, just now we completed. Fifth Prashna. It was about Omkar, so it is not fifth. I am asking you, when one goes to sleep, everything goes back into that. Which one is that?
Amma, question number 2 है क्या?
Now, question number 2 is regarding the stuti of that prana. First wala Rayyan pran hai. We have to revise this. It's not right. Which question is that? Sushupti kale sampratishtita ityukta. Parasmin akshare everything. What? Who sleeps? And when one sleeps, where does everything go?
4 है क्या अम्मा?
हाँ 4 है तो।
अच्छा
4 है। यहाँ नेहा बैठी है बिना सुने, उसने फटाक से बोल दिया 4। आप लोग पूरा सुन रहे हैं, आपको नहीं पता चला। ठीक है। संप्रतिष्ठति इति उक्तम। ओके। सामर्थ्यात् प्रलयेपि तस्मिन्नेव अक्षरे संप्रतिष्ठति जगत्। So when in the pralay kal also, like this is a question number 4. You can mark it. This is question number 4 he's talking about. The first 2 lines. So he is asking that I have heard from you that everything when goes by, when we are sleeping, so everything goes back into that self only. I have heard. Similarly, in Pralay Kal also, everything goes back into that self only. Ev Akshare Sampratishtha Jagat, the whole Jagat is established in that self only. Tat eva utpadyate iti siddham bhavati. And like when we are awake, this was proved in that Prashna only, that when we are awake, everything comes back out of that same self. Remember the example of the sun was given, the rays was given, that sun rays are coming out and then again it is going back into the orb. No, not Chaya. Chaya is in the second Prashna. Here, that the sun, when it rises, it comes, the whole rays come out of that. And then again, when it goes to set, then again all the rays go back into that. Similarly, here also, we have proof that everything comes back when I am getting up. All the sense organs come directly. On an instant, they just come out, and on an instant, they just go inside. They come collectively, they go collectively. So therefore, I have proved that Itat eva utpadyate iti siddham bhavati, that from that akshar only, that self only, everything is coming out and going. Nahi akarane karyasya sampratishthan upapadyate. Please underline this line. It's important. Without a cause, the effect cannot be there. Everything, whatever effect is there, that has to have a cause. I am seeing something. This is what Arthapatti Praman. Like in the morning, I woke up and I saw that outside it is wet. So if it is wet, there has to be a cause called rain. That I did not see, but there is a cause because it rained at night. It rained. I did not see that, but because I'm seeing the effect, so the cause called rain has to be there. So this is what nahi akarene karyasya sampratishthanam upapadyate. Without a cause, a effect cannot be seen. Without a karan, the karya cannot be seen. So therefore, if anything has come out, that means there has to be a cause called the self. This was uktam cha atmanaha esha prano jayate. Can you tell me which one is this? Already answer is given there. Prashna third, 3.3. So this is question number 3. Atmana esha prana jayate. From that Atma only pran has come out. Remember, this was the pran. The third was the first. First one was how has the whole patient come out in that Rai and pran were given. Second was prana upasana, Suti. Then third was prana upasana here. And it was telling us about Atmana Esha Prana Jayate. And then in the fourth Prashna was, there were 5 questions if you remember, that who sleeps during the dream state, who is dreaming, and when one is sleeping, where does all the sense organs go, whose is the joy, all these questions were in the fourth Prashna. And fifth Prashna was about the Omkar Sadhana. We just finished. Now here it is about the 60 Shodash Kala Purush. We have to remember, please, the questions we have to remember. Please revise. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to so let me finish this. Then we will be taking a revision class of the whole thing. It is so interesting, and if we forget, we will be enjoying. So Atmana Esha Prana Jayate Iti. From this Atma, Pran has come. Jagatascha Yanmulam, the cause, the Jagat and its cause. Jagataha cha Yanmulam and its cause. Tat Parigyanat Param Shreyam. Tat Parigyanat, by the knowledge of that cause. Yanmulam Tat Parigyanat, by the knowledge of that cause. What will happen? Param Shreyam iti. Param Shreyam meaning moksha. Param Shreyam. Param Shreyam iti, moksha is attained. The Sarvopanishadam Nishchitorthaha. This is the essence of all the Upanishads, that if I come to know the cause of the Jagat, if I know about it, if I have got knowledge about the cause of the Jagat, this is equal to having moksha. Shreya, Param Shreya. This is Param Shreya. And that is what Sarvopanishadam Nishchitortha. That is the conclusion of all the Upanishads. That's the essence of all the Upanishads. That cause of the whole Jagat that is seen, that is visible. Anantaram cha uktam sa sarvagyaha sarvo bhavati. If you remember, this is from the fourth Prashna. Ending. It was said later, Anantaram Choktam, and it was said later, Sa Sarvagya Sarvobhavati, one who knows that cause, he becomes Sarvagya. If you remember, Sarvobhavati, he becomes all, because he becomes one with all, because the limitations of his body, mind, intellect, BMI, he has dropped all the conditionings. Therefore, who makes us separate? Who makes us finite? All these conditionings only make us finite, what we are right now. We start dropping it, he becomes sarvam. Sarvo bhavatiti. Vaktavyam cha kvatarhi. Vaktavyam, it should be answered. Vaktavyam cha kvatarhi tad aksharam satyam purushakyam. It should be answered now. What is the nature of that akshara Brahma? I want to know about that cause of the Jagat, that all the Upanishads tell me, and you are saying that it is equal to having moksha also. I want to know what is the nature of that. Vaktavyam, it should be told. Datavyam, Khatavyam, Gatavyam, Datavyam, Kartavyam, all those have come from Tavya Pratyaya. So it should be done. So Vaktavya means it should be answered. Cha, what is that? Tad Aksharam Satyam Purushakyam, that is called as the Param Purush. I want to know about its nature. Vigyayamiti. And how can it be known? I want to know this. How can it be known? That is myself only. I know everything, but how should I know that? I don't know about it. Okay. Tadartha ayam prashna arabhyate. For that, this prashna has been started. For that, this akhyanam has been started. How has it started? Vritta Anvakhyanam, the story which is mentioned, the story of this Rajkumar, whose name is Hiranyanab, who came to Sukesha or Bharadwaj. And he asked about this Shodash Purush, Shodash Kala Purush. This Akhyanam cha Vijnanasya Durlabhatva Akhyapanena. Durlabhatva Akhyapanena means it is very durlab, it is very rare to have this knowledge. And Vijnanasya Atma Vigyan, this Atma Vigyanasya, how difficult it is and how durlab it is. It is very, very rare to find this knowledge. You'll get all the knowledges of the world in the whole world. But this, if you start talking about this also, people will say either you're mad or you'll get mad. I don't want to become mad like you. You be away from me. So they don't want to listen about it. They don't want to, because they are all extroverted people. They want to go out, they want to have enjoyment, all these things, and that they are continuously inside that. Tat labdhyartha, to get that knowledge, to have this knowledge, mumukshuna yatna visheshotpadanartham. The mumukshu should do special effort. They have to give special effort to attain this knowledge. It is not easy. Mumukshuna yatna visheshotpadanartham. See the Parabrahma or Aparavidya, like medicine, like a CA. The day before yesterday, a person who was a CA already, who's a chartered accountant, young person, he had come to visit with his newly wedded wife. So I asked him, now you're on, and he's continuously in studies, studies, studies. So I asked, all your studies are completed? He said, no, I'm still doing CFA, some other course that is US based. I said, why are you studying? Isn't it difficult? So the laws must be different, everything must be different. He said, no, Amma, once you have done CA, you can do anything in this world. So everything seems very, very easy. I felt, my God, these people are so knowledge oriented, so study oriented, everything they want to just study. But why don't they study something permanent that they don't have to study anything else later? Why they continuously studying such things that will take them to temporary destinations? So this is the thing. When he goes to this area where he wants to know about himself, he wants to realize about himself, he wants to know what this Atma is, what this Brahma is, what the source of the world is, what the source of this body is, about the Punarjan, about everything, about Vasanas, about Pap, about Dharma, about Nitya Nitya. Now he has become a seeker, he has become Mumukshu. Now he has to put special effort under special guidance with special scriptures. This is a specialty with a difference. We say, Chinmay Mission, Chinmay Vidyalaya is a school with a difference. Yet everything is with a difference. Scriptures are with a difference. The teacher is with a difference. The mind is with a difference. The experiences are with a difference. The vision becomes with a difference. See, our vision won't match with everybody in the world. It won't match. Because we have now, our mind has been trained by Shruti Ma to think in a particular direction, to think in a particular way. Even if a challenge comes in our life, the thought that will come in our mind will be very different than a person outside. You must all have experienced this because you are more than, I think, 10, 20, 10, 15, 16, 18 years, you are all listening, maybe more. So it creates a difference. So here a special attention, special effort has to be put so that there are procedures, so that there's a process which he undergoes and he gets to this knowledge. Everything, even if you go to some institution, you go to some university, you enroll yourself somewhere, there are processes. There have to be procedures. There are examinations held, there are semesters, everything is there that you have to face. Similarly, here also, yatna, vishesha, utpadanartham, he has to put special effort. So what effort is that? From here, hey Bhagavan, we will see to you. Please revise at least one Prashna. Just go through the bhasha, through the meaning of the mula. You can see, you can get it. It's very easy. It is very interesting. Just remember the essence portion. Like what was the first? What was the second? What was the third? Yes, many interesting things were told. About the Agni was told. It was told in the fourth Prashna. So many Agnis were there. Hinted about the Prajapati Yagya was told. I think it was told in the third Prashna. The shadow as a jeev was told in the second. I have to remember all those things. We revise it. Then after we complete this, we will take one and I will give each one of you one Prashna that you have to tell us. So then only you will revise. So each person will be given one Prashna and you have to give the essence of that Prashna, what was told. And then we all will confuse you. The one person that will say, but the other people will be there to confuse. And then we will say, have fun. We won't record it. We will have in our own thing. We will enjoy it. Otherwise, we're not revising it. I don't know why. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow then. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Hari